We've watched communities help restaurants pivot during the pandemic, providing more public space for restaurants to offer open-air dining. So, is it here to stay? Jot Condi, the president of CEO of the California Restaurant Association, is here to talk about the future of outdoor dining in California. Jot, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Richard.
So let's talk about what cities have done this right. I know as we move forward, and we're going through the Omicron variant right now, outdoor dining has become a lifeline for so many restaurants.
Yeah, well, which cities are doing it right? I'd say Sacramento is definitely one of those cities. San Francisco, Long Beach, and San Diego are also cities that sort of come to top of mind for those that have done it right. Obviously, the weather is a challenging condition. Although I just watched your newscast, so I guess outdoor dining would be pretty good in Sacramento here for the next few weeks, I guess. But yeah, it really has been a lifeline. Most cities are sort of moving to make it permanent. I think consumers like outdoor dining.
Right. Yeah.
And we'll see how many other cities make it permanent.
Let's also talk about how I think a lot of people don't understand how challenging it is to bring these to a permanent phase. There's licensing, permitting fees. You have to go through the city. A lot of times there's right-of-way access. So this is definitely a growing pain for cities and restaurants put together.
Yeah, I mean, in San Francisco and San Diego in particular, there's issues dealing with like right-of-way. Fire departments are trying to figure out, what to do with these so-called parklets that you see in San Francisco, wood structures. And so they're kind of working through that, but we're optimistic that they will, in those cities, they'll reach some resolution. Sacramento doesn't seem to have those problems. Yeah. So we're hopeful there.
When you talk to not only the restaurants but the cities and counties that you guys work with, are you finding a general will to make this happen from city leaders? I think when I talk to a lot of city leaders, they want this to happen. Sure, we got to jump through some hoops and dot some T's and cross some I's there. What are you hearing from the cities and counties? Are they on board with this too?
I think most are. It adds to a vibrant downtown sort of streetscape in most cities. And I think even during the pandemic when restaurants were hemorrhaging, I mean, I think, people would drive down the street and they'd see, vibrant sidewalks and tables. And that adds to the allure of the downtown. And so I think most cities and a lot of tourism commissions and Convis bureaus are eager to make it permanent because it creates a better downtown environment.
And attracts more people, especially in a time when restaurants need it. And moving forward, when we talk about, we're in the Omicron variant surge right now, but there will likely be other surges too. So to get this to a permanent phase from here moving forward is not only going to help the restaurants recover from 2 really rough years, but we're not out of this yet. I mean, we'll see more of this, and this is one of the reasons why we want to do this.
Yeah, I mean, we're not out of this, and I think a lot of people thought when the so-called reopening happened in last June that we were just going to get back to normal. Every twist and turn of this pandemic has been kaleidoscopic for our industry. Every new development changes the entire operating environment for a restaurant. Now, I mean, obviously, restaurants can't find enough workers to support the consumer need. And so, yeah, we're hoping that a lot of whether it's outdoor dining or cocktails to go, and some of these measures that were intended to help restaurants during the pandemic, turns out that the consumers like it. Yeah. And we're just hopeful that the Omicron variant will pass quickly and we can get back to it.
John, let's also talk about these restaurants have provided, it's been so hard for them, they've had to pivot, but they've really been one of the saviors of the pandemic with so many people wanting to go down to something that's not too crowded, something that has a nice little parklet or a nice little outdoor dining. And that's where they like to go. They don't like to go to concerts, they don't like to go to big crowds, but the restaurant is something a lot of people are willing to risk.
Well, and during the pandemic, I think you talk to anybody during the lockdowns, and the first thing that they would say they'd wanted to do was go to a restaurant. Yeah. So, and I think the variant here has, thrown a wrinkle into sort of consumer demand. And like you said, a large crowds still, I think consumers and the public are wary of, it seems. A restaurant, outdoor dining in a sidewalk area where there's a little more open air and more space seems
makes
to
all
be
the difference.
what the consumer's looking for.
Jacques Conde with the California Restaurant Association. Jacques, thanks so much for talking to us this morning, and let's hope the outdoor dining is here to stay. We love it. Thanks so much.